Hi, this is Backyard Brian back with another episode of Backyard Brian, helpful hints around the garden. And today we're going to go over some projects that we've done over the past few months and let you in on our little secrets that help us get things done in the garden. Our creativity has no end. My wife is throwing out this watering pot, and I said, "Don't throw it out. Let me give it to me and let me see if I can make something out of it." Well, lo and behold, we made this pot out of it. What I did was explain to you how we did it. It was an empty pot. We took the pot and we turned it upside down and we drilled holes in the bottom of it for drainage. And then I filled it up with some of the filler that we usually use, whether it be plastic, something that is less costly and less weight than using dirt. And then I filled it up and we made it into a planter. And that's part of our arrangement in our driveway. So I'm going to show you what we did with this plant, with this planter. And this is something you can do with anything in the garden that makes your garden unique and unusual. So on this, I took a regular pail and I drilled holes in the bottom of it and I filled it up with dirt and with filler. And now we're going to fill it up and make it a pot. In the planting world, it's known that you need spillers, thrillers, and fillers, but we bypass that and we use spillers and we use thrillers. We don't necessarily make another plant as a filler because your spillers will become your fillers as time goes on. So this is a pot that I made once before and I'm showing you how to do it again. So you can put this here and then I'm going to go get some other plants to show you what you can do. So we're going to place these around the pot so that now we're going to take some soil and we're going to put the soil in. So let me tell you a joke. We have a joke of the day. These three people passed away and went to heaven. And one was a lawyer, one was a rabbi, and one was a priest. So when they went to St. Peter questioned them on what they did on earth. So the priest said that he was a priest and he spent his life helping people and he should go to heaven because he has a life of helping people. When the St. Peter questioned the rabbi, he said the same thing, that he spent his life helping people and he was a man of God and he deserves to come to heaven. Well, St. Peter said, you're right, you both belong in heaven. So what we're going to do is they gave them each a Volkswagen car because when you come to heaven in this joke, you get a car. So each one of them got a Volkswagen. And then a lawyer passed away, and the lawyer went to St. Peter and said, what'd you do on earth, St. Peter said? He said, I was an attorney. I was a lawyer. He goes, okay, come on into heaven. And he gave him a Cadillac. Well, the rabbi and the priest saw the lawyer because they all knew each other on earth. And they went back to St. Peter and they complained that they were both men of God and they spent their life helping people. And how come he gets a Cadillac and they only get a Volkswagen? And St. Peter turned to them and said, well, look around heaven. We have plenty of priests. We have plenty of rabbis. That's the only lawyer we have. So we got to take care of them. So when you take this plant out of the original plastic container, you can what they call teasing the roots. You touch the roots so it loses it from the root ball. So when you plant it, it's able to acclimate to the soil better. So now this is a very decorative flower pot that you can put in your garden. And like anytime you replant any flowers, you should water them. So I'm going to water this now. And then I'm going to move it over here and I'm going to show you how it fits with the rest of the flowers. As I was just advised by the Backyard Brian family, there's a storm coming. So I'm going to water the plant before I place it in its spot. So we're going to take this and we're going to place it over here. Okay, so now we have this in our front driveway. And the one thing we're going to talk about in future videos is curb appeal. When people drive by your house and they have what they call curb appeal, and you want people to recognize your property and to admire it. So this makes a very nice presentation. As far as curb appeal, we have unusual things which catches the eye, and you know, it makes for a very nice appearance. So we're also going to give you an update on our sunflowers. So if you step over here, so they're coming along. I checked the date. We're 110 days into their growth. The package says it should be 90 days, but right now they're starting to bloom. And I've experienced in the past that it takes longer than the 90 days that is recommended by the manufacturer. The flower buds are coming out and they'll soon be mature. And all this is a patch of sunflowers that I planted this year. It's in this row, in this flower bed. I wanted to make this end become a patch of sunflowers, and it's working out fantastically. And it makes a great addition to our flower bed. The purples are beautiful. These theoretically are going to start clinging to this and rising up. These are Magdalenias. They're a very beautiful flowerful plant that come out in the summer. Remember, we still have our giveaway. We're still waiting to receive 250 views and 100 subscribers, and we'll be giving this away. This we use in our own Backyard Brian family. This is Backyard Brian used, Backyard Brian approved. So we're looking forward to giving this to one lucky contestant. We want you to subscribe, leave a comment down below with the secret word bloom, and have a blooming good day. Now the rains are coming.